Hey, podcaster, a fun one tonight. We spoke to people with no friends. We also had a very secret Tenacious D song that we were able to play out, and we incorporated a Bok Choy into the show. Enjoy.
Live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Belle's
Late Drive
on Nova.
See that Tenacious D story? Bit of a worry.
But men rock.
Ben and I were going to go on Saturday, Belle.
We had tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Annoying.
Do you get a refund?
Oh, they were free tickets, to be fair.
We didn't pay for it.
Okay. Well, I think some people are quite upset if they did pay, and now, yes, it's been cancelled.
Yeah, because Kyle Gass, the one who's not Jack Black in Tenacious D, made a joke about Donald Trump on stage. It was his birthday. They brought out a cake and they said, make a wish. And he said, don't miss Trump next time.
Yeah.
Obviously it's pretty close to home. The guy nearly got shot in the head over the weekend. But I did find it funny how they cancelled all the shows straight away.
Mm.
And Jack Black very much so distanced himself from the guy who he's been doing this with for 3 decades.
Yeah.
It very much seems like that Kyle has taken the full brunt and he's wiping his hands clean and just stepping away from the whole
I think
thing.
the word he used was being blindsided.
Blindsided. Yeah, he's thrown him under the bus. And then there's been an update in the story. I don't know if you saw this, but Jack Black's actually re-released one of Tenacious D's biggest hits.
Really?
To apologise. Yeah, have a listen.
Oh, this is not the worst joke in the world, no. This is just an apology. Couldn't remember the worst joke in the world, no. No, because I didn't say it, no. It was all Kyle Gass's fault, oh. He opened his big fat mouth on stage. Oh, Kyle's fault, nothing to do with me. Don't cancel me from the Kung Fu Panda franchise. I want to make a 5th one of those movies, or a 2nd Shallow Hal. Nothing to do with me. It's Kyle Gass. Well, I've worked with him for 30 years. Oh, yeah. Absolutely nothing to do with me, Jack Black, no. And the peculiar thing is this, my friends, the joke that Kyle told on that fateful night in Sydney, it didn't actually have anything to do with me. It's all Kyle's fault, and I actually don't mind Trump. Wish he had his right ear, so I'm really in the clear. It's God's fault, nothing to do with me. I'm the star of Doom and yeah, naturally rare, tropic thunder. Year 1 school of rock and Chuck Tail. What else? Goosebumps too, and Gulliver's Cradle.
Yeah, so nothing to do with Jack Black, guys. You heard it here first. 13-24-10, did your mate get you in trouble? That's what happened to Jack Black of Tenacious D on stage in Sydney. He was giving a happy birthday cake to his mate Kyle Gass, who's the other half of Tenacious D, and this is what he said.
Make a wish, Canada. Don't miss Trump next time.
Yeah, and you're right, Liam. It does seem very much like Jack Black has distanced himself from Kyle, even though Kyle has got him in hot water.
Yeah, he's literally wrote on Instagram, I was blindsided by what was said. It's so funny and they've cancelled the whole spicy meatball thing.
Yeah.
And haven't they been together for what? How many
since
decades?
94, so that's 30 years.
And now he's gone, I don't know this guy.
Yeah, I mean, Ben and I, we've done over a decade, but, if you made that joke on Monday, would I just be like, well, I was blindsided, I'm not doing the show for the rest of the week, that's on you.
Look, it happens. Sometimes it wasn't your fault, it was your friend's fault. 13-24-10, we have got great prizes up for grabs if you get involved. Did your mate get you in trouble? Nathan in Adelaide.
Hey team, I was out one night in the city and my mate disappeared from the club. Turns out he had gone for a walkabout and we went to find him. When we eventually found him, he decided he was going to run off from us. So I decided to chase him. He jumped a fence for one of the local, venues basically. And then in the end got caught by security. We got chased out of there and ended up having the police called on us.
Yeah, right. No good. Should have just let him go,
Yeah.
Oh, well, good friend, but that's what you get. James, what happened?
So when we were younger, we were walking down Salisbury Highway,
Classic.
and my mate had just broken up with his missus, and we seen them driving past us, and they kept lapping around the block and hurling abuse at us. And I could see my mate was getting really agitated by it. And he picked up a rock when they were lapping around, and he threw it at their car, and he hit the wrong car. And it was a carload of skinheads. And we're only about 13, and they would have been in their 20s. And they got out the car and started lobbing beer bottles at us.
Oh, my God.
When you're 13 years old and you've got a group of angry skinheads at you, you run faster than Usain Bolt. So we got away.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and obviously don't throw rocks at cars. Moving cars, never a good, I love you, and then it hit the wrong car. Even if you hit the right car, still pretty bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
James in Barizzi, did your mate get you in trouble?
Yeah, he did. This was when we were younger. My mate Simon was over and we were a bit bored, and he goes, it'd be really fun. Let's put Grad Rat over the toilet seat. And so he went home, and my mum came home, and she'd never used that toilet before because she used her ensuite. And I completely forgot, and I just walked out of my room, and she had the filthiest look on her face because she got surprised when she used the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's normally like a prank you pull on Muck Up Day at school or on someone else, but not just at home to your own toilet.
To your mum.
Yeah. James, thank you very much. You can keep your calls coming through on 13 24 10. Did your mate get you in trouble? 13 24 10. Tom in Sydney, did your friend get you in trouble?
My friend got me in trouble. We were travelling from Hong Kong to Sydney, and our flight got delayed for 8 hours, and we were sitting in the lounge when we found out this happened, and we decided we'd have a few drinks while we're waiting the 8 hours for our flight. We ended up having a few too many and got kicked off our flight.
Oh no. So not only you waited the delay, but then you didn't even get let off.
So, I mean, surely, you were being a little drunk and disorderly if you got, literally kicked off the flight. Were you sort of, laughing loudly, or what were you doing?
Well, when we went to board our flight, my mate was like, oh, yeah, I'll just go and get us one more before we get on the flight. I was like, yeah, okay. So I was looking after his bag and my bag, and he's gone walkabout through the airport for an hour. So he's delayed the flight by another hour.
Whoa.
And then they were like, okay, you guys are not getting on this flight.
Wow. I mean, after 8 hours of delay, 1 hour, you could be like, mate, I didn't do anything.
Lyndon, your friend got you in trouble.
Yeah, so it was a long time ago, so probably about 5 years old, and we were going through the Macca's drive-through, and my mum was driving, and we were in the very back of the car, and she turned around and stuck her finger up at the old man in the car behind us. So as we pulled out, he got out of his car and came over and had a go at my mum, and of course I copped the blame for it.
Yeah, because your mum's going to yell at your friend. She's going to yell at you.
No.
That's rough.
Adam, tell us.
Yeah, hi, how are you? I had a mate. We were driving along the main road one night, and he accidentally sort of crept out on, through a red light. He thought he was going to go across the road, and the cars turning across in front of him got the red light. Anyway, he kept going through the red light. Cop car was waiting over the other side of the road, saw it happen, did put the lights on, turned around, he took off. My mate took off with me in the car. We ended up going through all these back streets. The cops hit a telegraph pole, didn't make it through an intersection. My mate went up a dead end. Cops ran up, grabbed us, pulled us out of the car. I got taken to the police station as an innocent bystander. So anyway, they soon realised that I was not in the wrong.
Did you stay friends with him after that, Adam?
I don't really talk to that bloke anymore, to be honest.
It's like a friend of mine once. We were in a cab, and he opened the door without looking, and a car took the cab door off.
Whoa!
It's lucky his arm wasn't out of it.
Oh my gosh!
And he looked at me and said, "Run." And I was like, no, not. I mean, it's not. It would be the cab's insurance, but it's that's just a mistake. We've all got to stay here. But he turned to me and said, "Run," and I said, "I don't want to."
13 24 10. Give us a buzz and let us know what secret did your parents keep from you. Maybe you found out when you were younger. Maybe you found out much later in life. Maybe after they passed away. What secret did your parents keep from you?
Maybe you're adopted. They just never told you.
Yeah, maybe. The reason we ask is because this is a wild story in the news today. There is a man who is mega famous in China, but his kids had no idea about it. Tamus Wells, is that how you say his name? Do we know? Tamus?
Yeah, mate. Tamus?
Tamus? That's the thing. We've never heard of him.
But in China?
In China.
That's us being like, Paul McCartney? Is that how you say it?
Pal?
Is it Pal?
So he has one song in particular that is absolutely massive in China. So here in Australia, he's a humble professor at a university, nothing to do with music, but he got picked up by a label back in 2009. They released a couple of songs. He had no idea how big he was. He went over there to play some shows. Thousands of people rocked up. And then he has got two daughters, 13 and 15. They went on a holiday with their dad to China, and he was like a true rock star.
Isn't that funny, though? Because, like, you know, people always talk about artists, talk about breaking America and people in the UK, and they want to get over. But if you get China on lock,
oh, yeah,
1.42 billion, like, that's a fan base.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
13 24 10. What secret did your parents keep from you? Anon in Perth, what was it?
So it wasn't my parents. It was actually my auntie and uncle. For over 30 years, they kept from my two cousins that they were actually from a sperm donor.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like what I was saying, the adopted thing. It's like it's sort of...
Your dad's not your dad.
Yeah, like he is, but he's like not. But yeah, I know, I get that. But
Not by sperm, but by
love.
By love.
And that's more special. And I don't think you can't find out who the sperm donor is, right?
I think you can because I've seen TV shows about it where it's like, I tracked my dad down, and then if they register that they can be found.
Isn't there those like wild shows where it's like this dude with just like ultra potent stuff, just has like 1,000 kids.
The man with 1,000 kids.
Isn't it on Netflix or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's just going in there, just dumping into jars every day. every damn day. Whatever. Another baby. Boom, boom. Triplets. You want some? Boom, boom, boom.
13 24 10. What secret did your parents keep from you? And you know what? Best secret is walking away with 2 tickets to go see Troy Sivan.
You just got me started, and I don't think I can stop it, and I don't wanna go home alone.
So start calling 13 24 10. Amanda in Sydney, this was your mum's parents. What was the secret?
So when my mother passed away, when they went to read the will, when they read the names of the will, there was 3 names that nobody knew who exactly what it was. And my pa actually had a whole nother family.
Whoa.
So he had a wife, 3 kids, everything.
Whoa.
So that's the only way they discovered it was when the will was read.
Do you know which family came first, or was it like dual familying at the same time?
Dual family at the same time. So my mum's one of 13, and there's a gap in the ages of the kids, and the 3 extra kids fitted in perfectly to the gap of the 3
Oh, hang on. So then
Granddad.
he was juggling 2 families at the same time.
Yes.
Did you ever, after they passed, did you ever meet the other family, or nothing to do with them?
Nothing to do with it. My mum was like, no, she didn't have a relationship with her parents anyway, so she didn't want anything to do with it. So
So this is a personal question, but with the will reading, and there was so many kids, did that all get split up evenly among both families, or did someone get favoured?
It was split between the 16 of them. It was split 6 ways. So there was a lot of kids missed out.
Oh my god!
I was going to say, because if it was between the 16, and then obviously if all of those people maybe have 2 or 3 kids, I mean, by the time Grandpa's money hits your account, it's like $1.73, and you're going, Jesus! I mean, all this hassle for this, really?
Amanda, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate it. Jessica in Melbourne, what secret did your parents keep from you?
My mother decided to tell me just before we went to a family friend's funeral that she got pregnant when she was 17, and her mother shipped her off to a convent in the city to give birth to a baby that she's never seen.
Whoa!
And so why did she pick that moment to tell you?
I could not tell you, but it didn't go down well.
I mean, maybe just emotions because of the funeral, but
So,
wow.
Jessica, that means that you have a brother, or you don't know, a brother or sister that you've never met.
A half-brother or sister, yeah. It was a high school boyfriend, not my dad, so yeah.
Is there any way to track them down, you know?
No, because it was a closed adoption, so unless they come looking for her, she'll never know.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? That's brutal. And that used to happen like all the time. That's so scary.
Yeah, so we talk love, sex, relationships. You can always hit us up on Insta. Probably the best spot. Send us a DM at Ben, Liam and Belle. Tonight, 13 24 10, does your partner have no friends? We got a message from Abby and she said, hey guys, hitting you up because I think my partner has no friends. Not sure if it's normal. We've been together for a year now and every time I see my friends, I encourage him to see his, but he just stays home. I've realised he might just have his family and that's it. Even when hosting my friends, he's always just there. Abby. Now, this made me think of that brilliant film, I Love You Man, with Paul Rudd. The whole premise is that he has no friends and she gets fed up with him having no friends. And even, like, in the movie, he's there when she's hosting a cocktail party.
Hey! I made you guys some root beer floats.
Wow. Peter, are those chocolate straws?
Yeah, pirouettes.
Thank you so much for the floats, baby. That was so sweet.
My pleasure. Enjoy. I gotta get some friends.
And it's true, because as an adult, your friend count does go down. But then when you meet a partner, their friend count might outweigh yours completely. They might have so many friends and you have, no one. And then it can get a little bit awkward. I feel like you guys, your partners are exactly the same as you. Like, Ben, you prefer to stay home with your wife, Sam, and that's cool. Whereas Liam, you and Sarah just go out with your 10,000 friends.
Yeah.
And that works.
Ben finds it weird. He's like, what's the point in keeping all these friends? I think he's actually told me a few times I need a cull.
Yeah, you need a cull. We need to do a big cull. A big part of growing up, and here's my dad advice for the night, a big part of growing up is having less friends. And that doesn't mean, I'm not saying that
Bro,
in like
you were starting with low numbers.
I'm not saying that in a pessimistic way. I just think that as you grow up, you have less time, especially when you start a family. So when you have spare time, you only give that to key friends in your life. Everything else is dead weight.
So if you were having a problem with your wife, Sam, who would you talk to about it?
Myself. Stoic.
Bottle it up, brother.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
13 24
If I
10.
can't fix my problem, no one can.
Yeah, that's a great attitude. Very healthy.
Does your partner have no friends? 13 24 10.
Sarah, in Melbourne, does your partner have no friends?
No, not really.
Oh, no, like not even one or two?
Yes, but they're not very good friends.
Oh, okay. So, Sarah, do you have a lot of friends that you catch up with a lot?
Yeah, I have a lot of girlfriends and stuff like that I do like to go out and see, yeah.
And so what does he do when you're out with your friends?
Literally sits at home.
He's got to do something, though. Does he play video games, or what does he do?
Nah, TikTok.
Yeah, right. It's like having to leave a cat at home or something.
Well,
do you have like a pet monitor to look at him? Like, I'm just going to check in on him.
He's a Labrador boyfriend. He'll just sit at home and he'll just wait for you, and he'll just wait.
Yeah, instead of putting the TV on for the pets, it's like you're opening TikTok, giving it to him.
Yeah. I'm just going to put the radio on so he's got some company. Ash in Melbourne. This is you. You're the one without any friends.
I have no friends. How you going?
No. Yeah,
Hi.
no good.
So, Ash,
it's not a bad thing.
Okay, well, you're happy, and your partner has heaps of friends?
He's got too many friends.
So how do you juggle that?
He tries to take me to all his events and tries to make me make friends with the wives or the girlfriends, and I just sit there in the corner like a weirdo. Yeah.
And Ashley, so you seem pretty against friends. Like, is it something that you just don't have time for?
I think more friends, more drama, more problems. Yeah, I just do my own thing. If I've got to make time for people, if I have friends.
I tell you what, Ash, you sound like Ben's match made in heaven as a friend. Like,
Yeah.
you guys could be the best of friends, and you can contact each other every 8 years to see if you're still alive.
Yeah.
Yep,
Ashley,
that's
no
the one.
friends, no one can hurt you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
gosh, this took a dark turn, but okay. Adam, in Melbourne, good evening. Does your partner have no friends?
So I'm speaking on behalf of my friend. We're in a group of 10 boys, and he was saying, like, no, if I get a girlfriend, I'll never leave the boys. Comes around a girlfriend, and he never sees us. Never.
Oh.
Left the boys.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's always active in the group chat, but he'll never come out when we go out with dinners, birthdays.
Yeah.
Unless it suits him.
No, you know what, Adam? I've got a girlfriend, and we lost her to her relationship as well. They're in the group, and then they're one of those people that as soon as they get the relationship, you just never hear from them, and then they'll break up, and then they're back.
Adam, do you like his girlfriend?
Look, yeah, she's a cool girl. She's a cool girl, but nothing can beat like having a good time with the boys. It's different having a time with your girlfriend and having a time with the boys. You know?
Yeah. Well, give me a run through of like a night with the boys. What would you get up to, Adam?
We'll just turn off our location so no one sees where we are. That's it. Have fun.
What are you doing?
Oh, geez, it sounds criminal.
It sounds illegal.
Can we clear it up? Like, you talking about strip clubs or something, Adam? Or
wherever the night takes us, you know.
Yeah, okay. Shady. I can see why this girlfriend ain't too keen with this dude hanging out with boys.
We've got 2 tickets right now to give away to Troy Sivan. And whenever we have music tickets to give away to go see an artist, Liam, we always leave this to you.
Yes, and I was in the idea room, which is a special side room that I've got, with the whiteboard, and I was sitting in there for a few hours, and I'm happy with what I've landed on. I think it's probably one of the best yet.
All right, let's do it.
After memorable, groundbreakingly created segments such as Curry Styles, Ed Sheeran, Lasagna.
Oh, you didn't even blow on him. He's definitely burned his mouth.
Post Melon, Spam Smith,
Let's give her the tickets.
Sweet Chili Philly Eilish,
Chuck Big T-shirt Billy.
Olivia Rodrigo, go. And Amy Shark.
Everybody rise.
As in Flake.
Only wanna be me.
Call us right now on 13 24 10 for tickets to Bok Choy Sivan.
Mila in Melbourne. I got a big old bok choy here. Have a listen.
So sorry, just for my sake to clarify, it's Bok Choy Sivan. So it's like Bok Choy, Bok Choy Sivan.
Bok Choy Sivan.
Hang on, it's just a raw bok.
It is. So I'm gonna pack this raw bok choy into my mouth.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna sing a Troy Sivan song. Amelia, if you can pick it, you're heading along to the show.
Yay, okay.
Now, Liam, you do have 2 bok choys in front of you. One is I'd say standard size. The other one quite girthy. You've chosen for the thinner of the bok choys.
Yeah. I think I'll just be able to
Put
get
that bigger one in.
No, I can't.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go the thin one. Liam, you go the thin one.
Okay, here we go. It's still pretty big, guys.
It's
not.
It's decent size.
It's decent. Not.
It's decent.
And so Liam's going like the bottom of the bok choy first.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Hello.
All right, the bok choy's
got dirt
in.
on it.
So Mila, he's going to sing a Troy Sivan song. You need to tell me the name of the song, okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Is it right?
Mila, you're going to go see Troy Sivan.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
No worries. We'll throw that bok choy in for you too. It's got a bit of slobber on it.
Yes, thank you.
Troy Sivan's Something to Give Each Other 2024 Australian Tour. He's playing arenas all across the country this November. For tickets and info, go to livenation.com.au.
13 24 10. When were you completely out of your depth? I'm out of my depth next week, guys. Oh,
Ooh.
it's not good. In radio, we sort of deal with clients. They buy ads and that sort of stuff. And I've been invited out to a golf day. Ben, very good golfer.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff. And the invite came through to me, and I was like, "Oh, is this? You're not thinking of Ben?" Because I get sometimes people get confused. I don't play golf. I'm not a golfer's asshole. I don't. It's not my thing.
Did you say you're not a golfer's asshole?
Yeah, it's an expression.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, obviously, I won't use that on the day then. I thought people said that. But I'm really not good in the sense that
you're really bad.
Oh yeah.
Like enough that if you were playing golf with you, it would be annoying because you play so slow.
That's it. And I play par 3 maybe like once a year with my dad if I'm in Adelaide. I think you invited me to play with you one time on a big course, and I did like a kid thing, and I played about 2 or 3 holes, and then I got annoyed, and then I just followed you for the rest of your game, and I was like, yeah, good shot, man. Like I was like sort of like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
But this is like full course, 18 holes,
What?
and because I didn't want to like be rude and say no, so I said, yeah, fellas, let's do this, and now I'm like freaking out because I'm like I can't play golf. Like I literally can't play golf.
Yeah, but I don't want you representing our team. Like, can we just say it's you, but send Ben?
I mean, that would be,
and then go,
that would be good. I don't know if it's a good course or not, but I'm like trying to work out if I like I bought a collared shirt on the weekend because I'm like, that's like a rule, right?
Yeah, if it's a nice course, has to be a collared shirt. Or we could do a thing where we do the classic like earpiece, and I can tell you things to say to make you sound like you know what you're talking
Yeah, but it
about.
doesn't make him play better. He's still going to suck.
Well, to be fair, I did a lesson today.
Yeah, you got a golf lesson. What did they teach you? What was the first thing they said?
They said my hips are very stiff. And he said we need to work on that. So I'm trying to cram. I booked all these lessons before next Friday.
Hang on. How many lessons have you crammed in?
I'm trying to do 3 lessons before, and I'm hoping like I'll be good enough at golf by. I know some people play for years and years, but he did this thing where he gave me a medicine ball because he said, no, your hips really need to move, and so he like got me to pretend that the medicine ball was the club and swing back and then throw the medicine ball to him.
Yep.
Have you done that before?
I haven't done that, no.
I think it's for beginners.
You know what? And I don't want to get too into golf here. Just quickly, if I may indulge Liam, a really good tip I found for visualizing how to do a good golf swing and to actually mentally get the feeling of a good golf swing. You know, if you have a flat rock and you're skimming it at the river?
I'm not good at that.
But you understand the concept, right?
Yes, I get it.
You throw a rock really low to the water and it skims.
Yep.
When you're swinging a golf club, it's the same feeling as skimming a rock.
Yeah, but I've never been able to skim a rock. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, some people are like, oh, it's like riding a bike. Like, if you can't ride a bike, then that's not comforting. But it's like swimming. Oh, it's just like running. You're like, I can't run. I can't swim. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I'm freaking out. And that's the thing, because I'm like, there's all these like business guys sort of like, just like, what's your driver? What are you using over there? Oh, Sim 2, is it? Oh, yeah, nice bit of kit. And then I have to front up, and I literally have never played before.
Yeah, just make sure you don't move your head. Make sure that you follow through. Make sure you don't overswing it.
Yep.
Make sure that your hip goes the direction you want the ball to go. Turn the face over. You should write this down.
I'm looking at you in a blank look. I feel like I might fake an injury on the first hole. Oh, my back. Oh, it's gone. Sorry, guys. That's me for the day.
You are definitely out of your depth.
Oh, absolutely. 13, 24, 10 if you ever have been. Chantel in Adelaide, when were you out of your depth?
So I lied on a resume. I feel like everybody does, a little white lie here and there. But on the job description, I fit everything else perfectly, but they asked for someone fluent in French, and I may have lied and said that I was fluent in French. Thank goodness they didn't ask me in the job interview. They were just like, yep, so you're fluent in French. I'm like, yep, all good. I got the job and then got pulled into a meeting with some international clients, and they asked me to start speaking in French.
No way.
And for so long, I was just like, oui. And then I would just throw in every now and then entrée plat croissant, like just throw random stuff in. And just, nah, they knew right away, and I didn't really last that very long.
That's rough, Chantel. Hey, look, to say thank you for getting involved, we're going to give you a fitness pack from Chris Hemsworth's PT. It's all yours.
Oh, awesome. Thanks so guys.
No worries at all. These are great prizes. Centre by Chris Hemsworth offers healthy habit tips. Download the Centre app to start your free trial. We got more of those to give away right now. So 13, 24, 10. When were you completely out of your depth?
Jade in Melbourne, what happened?
Okay, so a few years ago, my partner and I went to Thailand, and he goes, let's go to this beach and we'll go swimming. He goes, you can swim, and I go, yeah, of course I can. Like, I'm a great swimmer. I can swim, but we go down to this beach, and the waves are just huge. So we get in the water, and it didn't go as planned. I get thrown around like I'm just like a piece of seaweed. I end up cutting my foot open, and I have to hold on to his legs as he swims me back to shore because I just couldn't. I was just out of my depth.
Literally. Literally. I'm getting triggered, Jade. I remember I went in the York Peninsula down like the bottom of South Australia. Some friends who like surfed were like, do you want to come out? Well, I was like, yeah, man. Like I say that sometimes where I'm like, and then I said, I'll just like boogie board. And I couldn't get under the waves. Like, you know how you have to like push under? And I feel like I basically drowned. They had to save me.
I have a story about almost drowning, not involving the ocean, but involving the swimming pool. It was me, my brother, and my dad, and we were at Wet and Wild Water World on the Gold Coast. And it was just me and my brother at the exact time, but there was, the wave pool?
Yes.
And I reckon I was probably 7 or 8 years old. And I just jumped into the deep end and realized I wasn't a very good swimmer, and I sank to the bottom, and I was like, I'm going to die. Like I remember standing on the bottom because I sank to the bottom.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, I'm going to die. And then my brother jumped in and saved me.
And to be fair, if you did die, that would have been pretty wet and wild. And you know what I mean? It does what it says on the tin. Leanne in Sydney, when were you completely out of your depth?
Oh, I pretended that I was left-handed and a really good tennis player. And I said, it's all right. I'm really good, so I'm going to play you right-handed. And play right-handed was getting smashed. And they said, you can play with your left hand. You can play with your left hand. I said, no, thanks, Belle.
I get. So I could rock up to the golf day and go, bugger, left-handed clubs. Oh.
I reckon, the way you would do it is you go, fellas, I'm actually so good that I'm going to play left-handed, but I'm going to play right-handed, but I'm actually left-handed.
And they go, really? Can we see a shot with it? Don't worry about it. No, I don't want to show you up. I don't want to show you up.
No, that's on par with, I just let you win.
Yeah.
You could use that.
Was that a golf joke?
What?
On par. See, I'm a quick learner. Had my first lesson today.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, it's like, you hit par. It's like how many shots you're supposed to do it in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Theory of Golf 101. Natalie, what about you? When were you completely out of your depth?
Oh, hey, bit of context. I'm a high school English teacher, so have been doing that for like 20 years. But I was starting at a new school, which was K to 12, and they were like, we really need you to go in and teach year 2 music. And I was like, I don't know how to teach the very small people. Like, that's really not my thing. And it was just crazy because I went in there and they're all sitting on the floor, and high school teachers don't do with the floor sitting stuff. And, and they're all like looking at me, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And I ended up starting to do these little like clappy pattern things with my hands that they could copy. But I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my God. No, I get you, Nat. And that's the thing. Like, I'm not a teacher, so I wouldn't know. But I feel I can see how that happened. Because if I was like to a teacher, just go in, like just play some triangle, whatever. Year 2, you know what I mean? I get how it seems very easy, but I'm sure the reality of getting through a 45-minute lesson would be kind of tricky.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.